Hey everyone. So let me know when you guys can just hear me. So today's live is going to be a little different. Today, yes, we are live right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a pre-recorded video that I made for you guys. And the reason I decided to do it this way is because I'm going to go over the timeline and I wanted to make sure that I gave this timeline 100% without being distracted. And you guys know I easily get distracted here. So how's it going to go? So I'm going to play the video and then I will be in chat for it. And then when it comes to the surveillance of Debbie leaving the Family Dollar, I will then be discussing it all with you guys and we'll watch it. And then I'll play the rest of the timeline. And then at the very end, we will watch the surveillance that's been released. I think it was yesterday we got our hands on it of Debbie arriving at the Family Dollar, and we'll go into that and then we'll look at Google Earth. So that's how it's going to go today. So with that being said, make sure you guys give me a big thumbs up and let's get started.
Yes. Came home. My wife wasn't home. Her driver's license still in there. The rental car's gone, and her daughter's here. And we were kind of worried about what's happening and where she's at. I was wondering if you could send somebody over here.
Okay. Do you have any medical issue? Let's say like Alzheimer's or something like that?
No. She's 59 years old. No, she has no medical issues like that. And according to her daughter, who went up and her purse is still here with her driver's license. The only thing is the phone is gone, and she sent her daughter a text about 2 hours ago saying they won't let me go. Whatever that means, we don't know.
Developing out of Habersham County, investigators have an update in a Georgia mother's disturbing death. She was found partially clothed and burned in a heavily wooded area more than 50 miles from her home. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart has more on this disturbing case.
Yeah, this morning was the first time that reporters got to talk to investigators first face to face and ask them more specific questions. And I can tell you that they are trying to scour the entire region, looking for pictures and video, try to connect the dots and trace Debbie Collier's movements. And to that end, I want to show you this video. It's actually a snapshot that was just released this morning, the day before she was found dead. This is her car driving northbound on Georgia 15 around 2:15 on September 10th. That would be in the direction of the Clayton Family Dollar. That's where she was last seen alive. This afternoon, investigators say they will release a new video which shows her leaving the Family Dollar and sitting inside her car for about 10 minutes until about 3:20. Keep in mind, it was about that time Collier's daughter said she received money from Collier through Venmo and a note saying, quote, "They are not going to let me go. Love you."
It was at 3:19. Because we see her in that vehicle leaving the parking lot, heading southbound on Georgia 15.
There is no information or evidence to this point that shows that this was something random, that there was something that was out, that was not from somebody that she either knew or somebody who she had some association with.
Now, we may be weeks out from getting an autopsy and finding out how she was killed, but investigators insist this was not a suicide. They believe this is a homicide. They said they're not backing off of that.
I think I said hello to all of you guys up in the chat, but if I missed anybody, one big hello. Also to anybody who watches this that don't participate on the chat, but still supports the channel, hello to you. And then of course the replay gang, and then anybody that is new here to the channel, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we are back here once again talking about one of the most bizarre cases that I have come across in such a long time. And that is, of course, going to be about 59-year-old Debbie Collier. Now, this happened in Athens, Georgia. So hello to all my Georgia people. And I'm really interested to knowing if you're from this area, what are the theories being pushed out? What are people thinking? What is being the gossip around this area? I'm really interested in knowing what people are saying about this one, because I don't know about you guys, but I do not have a set theory yet. Believe it or not, I kind of feel like I know where I'm going with this case, but then we learn something new and then it just has me questioning everything and anything about this case. It is so freaking bizarre. So last Friday, we got our first press conference from law enforcement regarding this case. Now, I think that was a very informative press conference. Now, one thing I did miss when I listened to it the first time with you guys was that law enforcement states that Amanda, actually, Debbie's daughter, had communication with her the day she went missing on that Saturday. Now, there was no real follow-up for that, like what time exactly did Amanda talk to her mother that day? Also, some of the things that I'm wondering is, what was that conversation like? I don't know about you, but if I text somebody or if I call someone, one of the first things I say to them is, what are you doing? So where was Debbie when this communication happened? Was she at home? Was she already on the road? And another thing, how was Debbie on that phone call? Did she say anything about being, in distress? Was she in good spirits? Was she planning on doing errands that day? What did Debbie say during this conversation that Amanda had? Unfortunately, none of that came out during the presser, but we did learn that, in fact, Amanda did have communication with her mom that day. And I think that's interesting because even though I'm not set on a theory as of yet, it is interesting that Amanda had communication with her mom that day. Now, okay, so I just want to stop that really quick and go into a little bit more details with it. So during the presser, like I said, I missed it the first time that we watched it. And they say that Amanda had spoken to her mom on the phone that afternoon. They don't give us a time frame with it, but even though I don't have a set theory, it is very interesting that she did speak to her mom that afternoon. I have a feeling she spoke to her mom more than once. But here's the thing, it's a phone call. And unfortunately, with the phone call, no matter what Amanda says that conversation was like, we will really never know the exact truth of it, I feel like. It's not like a text message, and even if she deleted it, law enforcement can grab that. It's a phone call. But I do think it's interesting that she spoke to her mom the day she would go missing in the afternoon, because I do believe that the reason mom was out there was because of Amanda, but that is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the chat right now. Do you think it's interesting that she talked to her mom, and what was that conversation about? Something else we learned last week would be we got the 3 911 calls. Now, we got the one that is from Debbie's husband, Steve. That would be, of course, the 911 call that was placed for when he reported his wife missing. I have that actually up on the channel if you want to hear that. I think it's about like 90 minutes. Please go check that out. I will link it somewhere up on the screen. We also get the other 911 call, which would be the very next day, and that would be from Debbie's daughter, Amanda. She actually calls 911, and I don't know, she's like talking about, does she need to hire a PI? She's kind of upset saying, do I need to hire a PI to get, the information she needs?
Hi, my name's Amanda Bearden, and I filed a missing persons report on my mother last night.
Okay.
Yesterday, excuse me, and I was just wondering if maybe I could speak with the detective that's been assigned to her case.
Do you have any further information?
I sure do. I mean, do you want the case number? I mean,
Go ahead and give me the case number so I can look it up that way.
Okay.
And we've got the bolo out for her. We got everybody, keeping their eyes peeled for her and that kind of thing. So,
I'm not trying to be a smart aleck here or anything, but do I need to hire a private detective maybe? Because I mean, and I'm not trying to be ugly or anything, but I don't understand why I know you don't know everything, of course, but why hasn't what I've asked being done? Like, why isn't the GPS in her van being traced? Do I need a private detective to do that?
I don't know. Some people believe that she was fishing for information for that 911 call. Other people, they believe that, she was being sincere. She was trying to help. And other people believe she was just 100% lying, just trying to put herself out there as this distraught, concerned daughter. Now, whatever your opinion is when it comes to Amanda or her involvement or lack of involvement with this case, all opinions are always welcome here on my chat. One thing we do here is we talk about the facts, then we go over theories and speculation, and then you guys decide which way you want to go with it. Now, I do just want to say, if you can't agree to disagree with somebody for their opinion, please don't waste your time with arguing in my chat. Just block the person. make your life a lot easier. Trust me, blocking is wonderful to do on a YouTube channel and also on Facebook. So again, if you're having issues with someone during chat, if you can't agree to disagree, just block them. Also, if you are having trouble with one of my moderators now, then please do not block them. Please don't do that. But please do feel free to email me, and one of my mods can drop my email in the chat. And also, my email is always located in the About section for the channel. Let me know what's going on if you are having any issues with my moderators. Now, I run my channel like I ran it from the very day one, from day one. And that is, I'm here to talk true crime with my crime friends, and I don't want no drama or BS in the chat. I don't come on here for anything else, just to talk the cases with you guys. So again, if I personally see, anyone being in my chat, and I haven't said this in a while, but if I see anyone being in my chat, no matter who you are, being an ass, making fun of other people for their theories or whatever it may be, then I will just remove you altogether. Because at the end of the day, you guys, I really don't want to babysit during these live streams or anything like that. So again, if you have trouble with anybody, block them. If it happens to be a moderator, email me. So just felt like I needed to say that today with this case, because it seems like people are not able to agree to disagree, at least from the last couple of live streams that I've rewatched. So I thought it would be time to put that out. Now, the next 911 call we do listen to is the one that is from Debbie's sister, Diane Shirley. Now, she states that Amanda contacted her and let her know that that Debbie was missing. And also she goes into letting her know that a month prior, Debbie was in an accident with an ex-con. Now, I feel like Amanda, in my opinion, she pushes this narrative out there for a reason, because she tells her Debbie is missing. She got in an accident a month prior. There was this con that she got in an accident with. The con did not want her to report on it because it would put him in violation. Debbie reports it, and then now she is missing. So it's like she wanted to push this narrative out there, and then she kind of ghosts Debbie's sister. Now, I say it like that is because Debbie's sister states on this 911 call that Amanda is not communicating no more with her, which I think is pretty shitty, to tell your mom's sister about the accident and say she's missing and then give her no other communication with the case. So because of that, the sister had to then call law enforcement just to get information on it. Now, I do want to go over an article that goes more into details with this accident, because this is one thing that early on with this case, I did want to know more about. Why was Debbie driving the rental? What was this accident all about? So let me pull up that article really quick for you guys. So again, this is going to be about Debbie's sister, Diane Shirley. She made this 911 call. Now, during this 911 call, she mentions an alarming encounter that happened with an unidentified ex-con driving a truck involved in a car crash with Debbie. Now, she got this story from Debbie's daughter, Amanda. From my niece, she says that Debbie was in an accident about a month ago. Now, Debbie was driving behind a truck when a paint can fell off and struck her car, she says on the call. Now, keep that in mind. A month ago, Amanda had told her that this happened a month ago. She says the paint went everywhere, and the driver was trying to convince my sister not to tell the cops that he was driving because he was out on parole. She states that there was a stipulation to his parole that he cannot drive. Now, per Athens Clark County police records, it says that it shows Debbie was involved in a similar accident, but that was back on April 30th, 4 months ago. So again, per court records, police records, it shows Debbie was in a similar, so was in this accident, but it was on April 30th, 4 months ago. And I say it like that because it's interesting, because Amanda told Debbie's sister this happened last month, not 4 months ago. Now, it does have a drawing right here of the vehicle. So you can see vehicle 2, vehicle 1, and it is a diagram showing the details of Debbie's April 30th crash involving Miguel Martinez. Now, a metal item fell off of the roof of a 2009 GMC Savannah van and slammed into the driver's side front end of Debbie's 2020 Ford Ranger. Now, it caused an accident according to the incident report, but nobody was injured, thank God. Now, police cited Miguel Martinez, 48 years old, for allegedly driving without a license and operating a vehicle without securing the load. Now, again, it goes and it shows the incident report if you guys want to check that out. Now, although Martinez faced a slew of misdemeanors after, and this is going to go back to his past, okay? So, although Martinez faced a slew of misdemeanors after allegedly pulling his ex's hair while she was holding their child in early of 2015, sending them both tumbling to the ground. He does not appear to be part of Georgia's parole system, though. Now, most of the charges were dismissed in a plea deal in which he was admitted to 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Now, he was sentenced to 12 months probation and would have been off 6 years before his incidents with Debbie. So again, this incident with the whole parole and everything like that, would have happened 6 years ago. But again, he is not showing up in Georgia's parole system. Now, I just want to say, you pull my motherfucking hair while I'm holding my child, someone's getting arrested. Somebody is getting arrested. Now, again, a search of Georgia's records found no evidence that he had ever been found guilty of a felony, sent to prison, or been paroled. So it just kind of makes you wonder why Amanda was saying all of that stuff. I would love to know from people that are professionals, either a mechanic or works at a body shop. Now, this incident happened 4 months ago. Would Debbie's vehicle still be in the shop getting fixed for this? Again, a metal item fell off of the roof of the 2009 GMC Savannah van, slammed into the driver's side front end of Debbie's 2020 Ford Ranger, causing an accident. But again, nobody was injured. I don't know. Would her vehicle still be in the shop 4 months later? Or did another incident happen where this accident 4 months ago, and then a month before she would go missing, was she in another accident? I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? And then again, why did Amanda tell the sister that this incident actually happened last month when in reality it was 4 months ago? So that's why in the beginning I had stated, I feel like Amanda, in my opinion, was pushing this narrative out there that mom was in an accident last month with this ex-con and now she's missing. He did something to her. Makes you wonder, why is she pushing that narrative out there? Is she covering for something else? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I would love to hear from some professionals that deal with cars. For what we know of the damage from just here, would 4 months be reasonable to have your car still in the shop? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Now let's get. Okay, so let me just clarify some of that stuff. So that is the record that I went over with the guy. He was pulling his ex hair while she's holding the baby and made her fall. That is the guy that was in the accident with Debbie. Now, this is the one that Amanda told the sister that mom was in an accident a month ago. But per police records, this accident actually happened 4 months ago. It was in April. So it makes you wonder, why did Amanda lie to mom's sister when she's telling her, one, mom is missing, two, she was in this accident, and guess what? The guy was on parole and he told her not to report it, but she did. So it makes me feel like if she pushed that story out for a reason, which is very interesting to me. Can I redact my above comment? Crazy mama, I didn't see it. So that's the record I just went over. But he was never on parole. He's never been on parole. So it makes you wonder, why is Amanda pushing that shit out there to the sister? My question is, 4 months her car would have been in the shop. Is that sound about right for what we just read was the damage to the car? Or did she have another accident again a month before? I don't know. That's why it's a little confusing for me. All right, back to this, and I'll look at your guys' comments. get into this timeline. I stood up till about 2 a.m. working on it, and I'm just crossing my fingers that when you guys end up watching it, that is actually clear and not blurry. But whatever, I will be reading it to you guys. So I do think the most important days with this case are going to be, of course, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th. Now, on September 8th, we know that Amanda, Debbie's daughter, she moved back with her boyfriend to Athens, Georgia. Now, it has been said that Amanda actually lived in Maryland prior to this with her brother, Jeffy. Not sure how long she had lived with him, but it has been stated that she did live with him for some time. Now, she moves back to Athens, Georgia in a home that her stepfather actually owns. She's lived in this home off and on for quite some time with Andrew. Now, I don't know where Andrew was living prior to this. I don't believe he lived with Amanda's brother, but again, I'm just wondering, where did he live when Amanda lived with Jeffy? Or did he also live with the brother too? Could be. Now, on September 9th, Amanda's boyfriend, Andrew, he claims that Debbie had brought them lunch. Now, Amanda, in her interview, she claims that she had dinner with the mom. Now, this is also the same day that neighbors claim they heard a commotion during the night, and it's unclear who was involved, though. Now, Debbie's husband, Steve, he does say that he last seen his wife at night at 9 p.m. before going to bed. He states that they sleep in different rooms because he snores. Now, on September 10th, I didn't include this in the timeline, but on September 10th, the husband also states that he leaves to work at 9 a.m. He does see the rental in the parking in the driveway, so he assumes that Debbie is still there sleeping. Now, we also know, and I want to put this out there because I don't have it on there, that law enforcement on the news press did state that the husband, they have video of him working on video, and it's from the morning to about 4:06 p.m. And we know that he was working at the football game, parking vehicles. And I know some people were questioning him being there so early, 9 a.m. But I did ask my boyfriend and I asked his brother who do tailgating. I was like, okay, if you're going to a tailgating event if you're going to a football game at 4 p.m., what time would you go for a tailgating? And my boyfriend said around 10. His brother said like at 7. I was like, oh my gosh. But they both said, yeah, you go early for that. So him leaving at 9 a.m. is not a red flag for me. And not only that, law enforcement has him on surveillance at that time. So now at 2:17 p.m., traffic cameras spot Debbie's vehicle driving northbound on Route 15 in Toluca Falls. And it was actually at the Toluca Falls School near there. Now at 2:55 p.m., she walks into a Family Dollar store in Clayton. Now, since her vehicle is spotted at 2:17 p.m., but she doesn't get captured on surveillance until 2:55 p.m. Looking at the map, you guys, would have taken Debbie about 15 to 17 minutes to get to the Family Dollar from where her vehicle was spotted on that traffic camera. Now, what I think is interesting though is that her vehicle is going northbound, so it is in the direction of where the Family Dollar would be. Again, it would have took her about 15 to 17 minutes to get there, but she didn't get there until 2:55. So that's what, roughly, I don't know, 40 minutes it took her to get there. So based off of that, I think, in my opinion, that Debbie stopped somewhere before going to that Family Dollar. So did Debbie stop and get something to eat? Did she stop and get something to drink, a Starbucks, a coffee? Did she go to another store? Or did she go out there and meet up with somebody? I mean, she was almost 70 miles from where she lived. So it makes you wonder, was she out in that direction because she was meeting somebody, whether that be a coworker, a friend? I mean, was Debbie having an affair? I know some people are going to be like, oh my gosh, now you're claiming she had an affair. But in reality, law enforcement looks at all of this, you guys. Was she having an affair? Was Steve having an affair, her husband? But again, I think based off of the time difference here that she stopped somewhere. What she was doing or who she was seeing, I don't know, but I do definitely think she stopped somewhere. Now, if she stopped to get food, or a drink or put gas or anything like that, or just another store. Since we have Debbie on surveillance footage and she's actually using a card to pay, and law enforcement did confirm that was her card she paid, they confirmed that early on. I'm assuming if she went to another store, she would have used that same card, since her husband claims that all her credit cards are left at home. So again, if she went to another store before getting to the Family Dollar, law enforcement is going to have those bank records, and maybe in the next few days, we will get a new surveillance of her at a different location. But once again, based off of the time difference, I believe that Debbie actually went somewhere before going to this Family Dollar. But let me know what you guys think about the time difference. Again, it should have only took her from where she was captured her vehicle. It should have only took her about 15 to 17 minutes to get to the Family Dollar, but yet it took her 40 minutes. So it makes you wonder, where did she go before going there? Now we know, and we've watched the surveillance of Debbie. She is captured buying these items that would eventually be found where her body was discovered, which, is really bizarre to me. She's on surveillance. She's caught buying paper towels, a rain poncho, blue tarp, refillable torch lighter, and a red tote bag that she purchased just to put her items in. Even that red tote bag was found near her body, which is just really bizarre to me. Now, at 3:09 p.m., Debbie walks out of the Family Dollar. She sits in her rental for 10 minutes. Okay, so you guys can still hear me. So we're going to watch this surveillance together. And yes, Crazy Mama. So this is a live stream, but the video you guys are watching is pre-recorded because, like I said in the very beginning, for anybody that's coming in, I really wanted to focus and give my attention to the timeline with it. I didn't want to fuck up in any way with it. So you guys know I get easily distracted. So that's why I pre-recorded this video for you guys, but we are live watching it. Now, well, I put stop. We're going to watch it right now. But Scott says that his speculation and theory is her day was interrupted by Amanda to bring Andrew to rehab. Along the way, he called Amanda to say bye, and then she asked Debbie to get stuff from Family Dollar. I'm kind of leaning towards that theory, to be honest with you. This past couple of weekends, I kind of like deplugged for everything because I was really busy, but I wasn't really thinking about like different theories and stuff like out there. And knowing that Debbie spoke with Amanda, I do feel she was out there for a reason. And I do think it is because of Amanda. And I am wondering about this rehab with Andrew also. So that is a very good theory. I'm in line with that one, Scott. Let me hit play so we can watch the surveillance. There's no sound to it, so we will just be watching it. So right here, this is going to be the surveillance where she actually leaves, you guys. And it never shows her actually going in the vehicle, but I guess right here she would be in the vehicle right here. It's really hard to tell. I know a lot of people have zoomed in and have tried to see if she's in the vehicle at this time, but she sits in her vehicle for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Well, Vicky says sitting for 10 minutes, was that when she talked to Amanda? And I think this is when she talked to Amanda, because this is at 3:09 she leaves the store, right? So we don't know an exact time frame. Law enforcement will have that time frame with the phone call from Amanda because they do have Debbie's phone. They did take Amanda's phone and her boyfriend's and Steve, the stepdad's phone, husband's phone. So they have all of their phones. So they're going to know exactly what time she spoke with her mom, for how long she spoke with her mom, how many times she spoke with her mom. All they gave us was she spoke to her mom that afternoon. But I have a feeling, and you guys can't see my mouse on here because what I'm using, the app I'm using right now, but you can see the black truck. Someone's outside of the black truck. They're just right there. But as far as we know right now, Debbie is sitting in her vehicle. And I mean, we know she's not just sitting there staring into space. She's talking to somebody, I believe, right here. in this time frame, is this when the Venmo transaction gets placed, or does it get placed when she reverses and then she parks again next to that black truck you're going to see in a little bit? Is that when she sends the Venmo? We know she proceeds to leave, we are told now, at 3:19. 3:09, she leaves the store, sits in her vehicle 10 minutes, and then at 3:19, she leaves here. We're going to look at Google Earth when we're all done with all of this. And from the presser, you guys, another thing, law enforcement says they're getting the warrants and everything, and they're finally starting to get, the information slowly coming in with the phone records. That's one thing, we need to remember. Phone records don't happen overnight. It's not like a TV show. It takes time. So they did say that they're getting more information. And now you see the white car leaving. Yeah, I have seen some people say the phone was true crime. Jules, I have seen some people state that the phone was smashed. I don't recall law enforcement stating that during the presser, and I just listened to it again. So where did that information come from that the phone was smashed, or did I miss that during the presser? Let's see, some of my mods might know. Carly, Scott, Delana, do you guys remember that? Scott says the phone smashed is only in the paper, not loudly. Okay, thank you. Yeah, in the presser, I did not hear law enforcement saying that, so it would be the media. I would have to see how they're wording it. Are they giving who stated it by law enforcement? Are they also putting it in quotations? I would have to see that article. Hey, Roman. Roman, stop it. Hey, sugar, what's up, love? So then the white car is going to leave right here. And I know you guys are asking if you guys could come on panel. Today I'm not doing open panel just because I am on a crunch line today. But if you guys want, we can do one this week and we can watch this and you guys can come up and let me know what you guys think. We're going to do a theory live this week. So we're going to go into all the theories. I'll do open panel then. But today I can't do one because you guys know I just talk. And I kind of have a crunch line time for today. Kelly slang, Roman, you're funny. I miss Kelly. But you could put it in chat what you think, Scott. We can do that this week, and then you can let us know what you think on this parking lot theory of yours. And I know when we watch, so we're just waiting for her right now. She's just sitting in her vehicle doing something. What is she doing here? I think she's on the phone. I think she's communicating with Amanda. That's my opinion. I'm speculating. Let me know what you guys think. There's no way she's just sitting here doing nothing. And then we know at 3:17 that Venmo comes into play with that huge amount and with that strange message. Hey, Donna. All right. Well, Scott, we'll do live with this week with Theory and we'll watch it and you can come up. So then you see the truck pull up. Does anybody know what car Amanda drives? Anybody? You can see that, Crazy Mama. I've looked at this, zoomed in and everything, and I can't see anything. I'm going to have to take some still shots for it. That's for sure. Isn't it eerie watching this, though, you guys? Just knowing after this something happens to her. It's good to see you, Donna. Okay, so now she's going to pull out now. She's reversing here. And honestly, I think she's extremely distracted, my opinion. Even when she reversed, she takes quite some time to actually pull away. And now she's gonna stop again. And this is interesting right here, how she just stops for a good, she stops for quite some time right here. Is this when the Venmo transaction gets sent? Something has her right here stopped once again. Joanna says her daughter has McDonald's in her car. We do know that. And there is a big McDonald's right there. Okay, so now she's going to leave again. So she sat there, you guys, for a good minute. See, right here, she's going to stop again. I think she's distracted. I think she's on her phone, and I really think she's distracted right here. See, she can easily go straight, but she doesn't. She pulls to the right. I wonder why she does that right there. It could be nothing, but now she's going to make a right. And then this is when she'll make an additional right, and you'll see her vehicle driving off right there. I 100% think she's distracted here. Something's going on here. And then you see her vehicle driving off. Crazy Mama says, that's why I really think she didn't send Venmo. She was normal inside, comes out and sends that? No way. But see, here's the thing that bugs me. Part of me thinks that she did send this Venmo because she sits in her vehicle. I don't think somebody was in the vehicle, and I got to make sure I keep track of this video because I'm going to go into the recorded video right now, you guys. I don't think, part of me thinks she sent it because she's sitting here during the time frame the Venmo would be sent. Excuse me. I don't think somebody was sitting in the back of her vehicle because it does look like to me when she walks inside, and now it's going to, let me stop this because it's going to play the recorded video. I don't think that anybody was inside the vehicle hiding during this time. And I know law enforcement says they don't believe anybody was with her. But when she walks into the Family Dollar, you can see she's holding something in her hand, and she kind of stops before she goes in. She messes with her hand. I think she's locking the vehicle. I do that all the time. So I don't think anybody was in the car hiding from, like, in the back seat to attack her or anything like that. I don't think so. Now, was somebody in this vehicle the whole time before even getting here? That could be a possibility. That definitely could be a possibility. And it kind of would make sense a little bit that she is sitting in the vehicle that long. Is she talking to someone that's in the vehicle? But I don't think someone snuck in while she was at the store. Roman says, I think someone's hiding in the van that she's scared of. See, I don't think if someone was in the vehicle with her while she got here, I do not think that she's scared of them because she doesn't seem, and it's hard to tell from surveillance, but what we've seen, and it's such a short clip, we don't see her actually shopping around or anything like that. So we got to take that into consideration. But, based off what the clerk said, nothing seemed out of the ordinary with her, So again, if you were scared, I feel like you would be shaking when you're paying. I feel like you would just come across as being nervous. The clerk doesn't state any of that. So I don't think whoever was in her vehicle, she was scared of. If somebody was in her vehicle, it's somebody she was comfortable with. It was someone she trusted, I think. Well, Grateful Ed, maybe it was someone she trusted. That's why she didn't run away. I don't think it's somebody that she was terrified of. I think she would have given some signs in that store. Hmm. I see it like that too, Jules, where she lifts her hand. And Scott thinks that somebody else would be, so the person would be in the vehicle but lying wait somewhere. Oh, I got to spill the theory. Well, keep your theory. We'll do a theory open panel live. Mandy says, I don't think she sent the Venmo. You guys, let me know in the chat if you think Debbie sent that Venmo. Put a 1 if you do, a 2 if you don't, and a 3 if you freaking don't even know. You don't know with this case. All right, let me get back to the timeline, you guys. She sits in her vehicle once again for 10 minutes. At 3:17 p.m., we know that this Venmo payment is sent to Debbie's daughter. Now, during this time, she would have been sitting in her vehicle. Now, at 3:19 p.m., she leaves and heads southbound on Route 15. Now, again, this Venmo amount that was sent to Amanda, her daughter, was in the amount of $2,385. The message attached to this was, they are not going to let me go. Love you. There is a key to the house in the blue flower pot by the door. Now, I'm not going to get into much discussion about what that can mean. I feel like we have talked about that so much trying to figure it out, but it is extremely bizarre. One, that's a huge amount to send to a loved one, especially if that loved one supposedly does not expect that. And then you attach that with this bizarre message. Now at 6:08 p.m., a missing report is filed by Debbie's husband. Then on September 11th, Sirius XM contacts the Habersham County Sheriff's Office to alert deputies that a rented Chrysler Pacifica driven by a missing person has pinged in their jurisdiction. Now, investigators find it around 12:30 p.m., parked on the northbound side of Georgia Route 15 in Clarksville. Now, this is about 13 miles south of the Family Dollar store. Now, the vehicle was unlocked and unoccupied at that time, according to the incident report. Now, Amanda, she arrives in a hysterical state. Now, and this is again according to the police document, she tells investigators that her mother did not suffer from any known mental issues, or she did not try or show any unliving tendencies. Now, a K9 unit discovered Debbie's remains down and embarked a quarter-mile from the vehicle, partially nude and partially burned with charring on her abdomen and her right hand clutching a tree. Now, burned items like the tarp, paper towels, and the red tote bag are found nearby her body, which again, it's so bizarre that these items that she is seen herself purchasing, she doesn't seem to be distraught based off of what the clerk has stated. She had communication with her. Now, on September 14th, deputies served a search warrant on Amanda's and her live-in boyfriend Andrew's home. Again, that property is owned by Amanda's stepdad, Steve. September 21st, the Habersham County Sheriff's Office, they revealed that the investigation has found no evidence of either a unliving or a kidnapping. So again, they don't believe that Debbie tried to take her own life. There's no signs of that, or that she was kidnapped. And they put that out there early on. Now, September 25th, this is when Debbie's son, Jeffrey, he breaks his silence on his Facebook. And I've never shown that post on here, but you can go look at it. I'm sure his Facebook is still public, but it's quite a lengthy post. And he just basically, he talks about his mother, obviously what happened, and then he just asks for privacy. And then he also just does go into about, not having any speculation and all of that against his family. Leave it up, pretty much to law enforcement for them to do their job. Now, on September 27th, An unfired round is discovered near the crime scene. Now, this is also when Andrew, Amanda's boyfriend, he tells Fox News Digital he and Amanda are living in fear. Now, sleeping behind barricade doors and had nothing to do with Debbie's unsolved murder. Now, in quote, he says, "We sleep with stuff in front of our front door and our back door because we didn't have anything to do with this. We're a little scared ourselves," end quote. Now, I think it's very interesting that this is the reason that they are barricading themselves inside of their home. Let me know what you guys think, though, because he doesn't say, we're scared for our safety because of the online bashing or because our neighbors are harassing us. He doesn't mention any of that. He says it's because they had nothing to do with what happened to Debbie. And he says, we didn't have anything to do with this. We're a little scared. So it makes me think that they're scared that law enforcement is going to come banging on that door to arrest them. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now, on September 30th, the Habersham County Sheriff's Office, we know they hold their first public briefing on the case, and investigators reveal Debbie's brutal murder was personal and targeted, and likely not the act of a random person or a serial killer. Now, it does again, or that she unlived herself. Now, investigators also say they recovered her purse and cell phone at the crime scene because, all of us wondered, did she have her purse there? Because after we heard the 911 call, we were left with all kinds of questions. But law enforcement states, yes, that blue purse, or I don't know if it was blue, but that purse that we see her holding, the crossover at the Family Dollar, that was found at the scene, and so was her cell phone. So now that you guys have the timeline, I'm hoping that I didn't forget anything with it. I feel like I'm forgetting one thing. So make sure you guys comment if I did. I did look at the police report, and I did read multiple articles to make sure I got the most accurate information in there. But again, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. But let me know if I did, because this timeline is a work in progress. As we learn more information, I will add it to this timeline. Now, let's look at some of the mapping for this case. Now, I told you guys that, we learned that at 2:17, Debbie's vehicle was spotted near Tallulah Falls School. Now, when you look at the map once again, from there to where the Family Dollar was, she should have arrived there roughly from 15 to 17 minutes, but she didn't get there until 2:55. So roughly 40 minutes it took her to go, and she was headed in that direction. So again, I believe that she stopped somewhere, whether to get something to eat, drink, or do more shopping, or she stopped and she was out there seeing somebody, either friend, coworker, or maybe having an affair. So I do think, though, the time of that, she did stop somewhere. Now, from where the Family Dollar store is to where she would be found, that is about a 16-minute drive, about 14 miles, as you can see from the map. Now, also, I thought it was important just to show you guys from where Debbie and her husband lived to where the Bulldog Stadium was. And I wanted to show this because of the husband, where, he went to work that morning. It is about 11-minute drive. Now, that's about 5.6 miles. So it is close to where they live. Also, something else I want to point out is that, Debbie, from where she lived, also going all the way towards the Family Dollar, that is an hour and 12 minutes or so, depending on traffic. So that is extremely far for anyone to drive just to go to a Family Dollar, when in fact there are Family Dollars and other dollar stores near where she lives. So it makes you really wonder, why was she out that far from where she lived? I mean, with gas prices, I'm like, were you on the hunt for some item at a Family Dollar store that it took you way out there? I'm not seeing that. So again, based off the times we have, I think Debbie was out there for a reason. Whether she was lured out there from a loved one, someone close to her, or she went out there to meet with somebody, I don't know. And I just can't wait for law enforcement to give us more information. So let me know what you guys think about all of the times and everything like that in chat. And until the next time, I will talk to you. Okay, don't leave me quite yet, you guys. So that was, I really wanted to focus on the mapping so you guys can see the distance with everything with this case. And you guys, we went over all the facts with the timeline. So you guys got the facts. You guys can go from there and let me know what you guys think. Let's look at the new surveillance though really quick. And I do want to go to Google Earths also before we wrap this up. So give me some more of your time. Let me get some stuff in order. If you haven't hit like yet, please do so. It does help the channel out. I do appreciate that. Give me 1 second. Okay, no way, I don't want to do that. Cancel. No, I didn't leave. I didn't leave. I'm still here. I'm here with you guys still, and I do appreciate everybody that is here. So we're going to look, we're going to look at Debbie arriving to, you guys can hear all my clickety-clacketing. So we're going to look at Debbie arriving to the Family Dollar. Now, it's about like a 10-minute video. I did just cut it to where she arrives. And then when we do our second stream, our theory stream, we'll watch the full thing and have a discussion and all that good jazz. But I did cut it for this one. So we're going to just watch when she arrives there. Now, I did zoom in. Now, the video is very pixel during a certain parts of it, which is already causing controversy with it. People, I'm seeing some conspiracy already with this, and I can't wait to see what you guys say. It's like it gets very pixel, and then it just gets super clear. Like, oh my gosh, super clear where you can see. It's like it gets clear when Debbie gets out of the vehicle, and then it gets super pixel all over again. So it's like, okay, what's going on here? So let me hit play for this one, and then we can watch this. Okay, so you're going to see her. She's already pulling in. That's her vehicle, her rental. Now, this car right here, you guys can't see my, you guys can see my mouse, I think. This car is pulling out. This is the rental. She stops by the white van. Now, again, she doesn't just pull into that space. She stays right there for a good second again. I don't know. These things just have me questioning. Is she already distracted going into there? Okay, so I'm going to zoom in right now. So she parks the vehicle. Okay, so right here, it's super pixel, but it's going to get super clear. Watch. We're going to watch this part a couple of times, you guys, just so you know. Okay, these two guys are leaving. It's going to get super clear where you're going to be able to see Debbie walking out. You guys can probably hear my doggy barking in the background. Ooh, someone's at my door. Who is that? Okay, super clear, which is strange, right? Really strange to me that it's super clear right here. Anyways, the van leaves. She's getting out her vehicle. And now you see her walking out. Then it gets extremely pixel all over again. What is up with that? And then you see her walking right there and she's going in the store. I do replay it, I think, again for you guys. Let me see. Do I replay it right here? Let me see what you guys are saying. I don't know. I'm seeing people already questioning if this is actually Debbie, you guys. Yeah, Joel's, I don't know why it does that. It's like super pixel and it stays super pixel, but it's like it just gets extremely clear as soon as she gets out of the vehicle, which I'm going to let you guys know already what I'm seeing going around. People are thinking this is some kind of conspiracy already because of this. And people are saying that she looks super thin. This doesn't look like Debbie. People are saying the hair looks longer. I'm seeing the conspiracy already. I would love to see what you guys think because I know you guys have all watched this 100 times. Because let me look at the, while we're waiting for it. It's still playing, you guys. I haven't stopped it. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, I think so too, Crazy Mama. That's what I see, especially when she walks inside. Oh God, Scott. Yeah, she did come in from the McDonald's direction, Miss Ladybug. She said she came in from the McDonald's direction. I really think Amanda and or Andrew were in McDonald's. Debbie popped to Dollar to get stuff for later, then went to Andrew and or Amanda. Went to get Andrew or Amanda. And here's the thing that law enforcement stated also, you know, they're going to be able to tell from the phone data, you know, from the phones they got to see where they were at during certain times. But what if, I mean, I don't think Amanda had turned her phone off, and I don't think Andrew had turned his phone off. Hey, Leslie, she says, I think it's her because she's seen more clear at checkout. Yeah, I think it's her too. So do you guys think that Amanda and Andrew were waiting for her somewhere, or do you think one of them was? I feel like one of them was closer and interacting more with mom, and I think one of them was more towards where they live, but that's just me. Well, from the distance from here all the way back, Crazy, it would have been over an hour to get there. And this was at 3:09. I mean, see, the Venmo transaction is what's throwing me off the most, you guys, with this. And this is why I can't seem to set with a theory, is that she stood in her vehicle, though. She stood in her vehicle for 10 minutes. If she didn't have access to her phone when she's sitting in the vehicle, what is she doing for those 10 minutes? Scott says, you know what we talked about regarding if it was Debbie, and I am very open about why, and I feel bad about body shaming Amanda, but I don't. He feels bad, but then he doesn't. Oh, tailgating somewhere else. Oh, crazy. That could be 100% true. She could have been going somewhere else. And because she's just so far from home. I think she was out there. Someone has her out there. Someone told her to go out there, is what I think. I really do. Okay, so this is again, hold on, let me stop this. Okay, so this is where it gets super, we can see it super clear here. Let me take that off the screen. So look how clear that is. Okay, so I zoomed in as much as I possibly can without it looking grainy. Okay, so she is, okay. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I was gonna be like, so the front, she does get out of the front door. And it gets super grainy again. I think I double it up here. Hold on. Do I put it again? Yeah, I do. All right, hold on. I kind of want to put it in slow mode real quick. Hold on, you guys. Can I do that from here? Let me see. Do you remember, is it going? I think it's this way. Okay, so I slowed it down a bit. So she does get out of the front seat. You can see her hand, she's touching her bag. Fuck, why does it get grainy for, dude? That pisses me off. Sorry, cussing here. Like, why does it get grainy? What is up with that? You can see her messing with her bag. See right there. She's messing with her bag. She has something in her, oh my gosh. She has something in her hand. I think it's the key fob. It's very annoying that it gets pixel right there. It's like, so she gets out, she puts her hand in her bag. She's probably getting that. Who knows what but you can see her messing with the bag right here. When they did the presser, they said they didn't know. They were looking still into all of that, but they did say they were finally getting, the warrants and everything. Does she have boots on? I think she does. What she's planning on going in the woods. Let's see. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's gonna piss me off. I'm trying not to get mad over the pixel. I wish we knew she does have those black shoes on that we seen from the surveillance that everybody thought looked super big. She's just walking in there normal. Yeah, I agree. And I do trust them. I do. I trust law enforcement with this case. I really do. I think DNA at the scene will solve this case along with Debbie's phone. Yeah, and not only that, Leslie, even Amanda's and Andrew's phone, and also husband's phone. Even though he's on surveillance working, doesn't mean he didn't have a hand in orchestrating this either. So you guys already know me. Everybody's always a suspect until They're not. Let me go to Google Maps really quick with you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me get there. Let's see. Can I really quick? And I know I'm moving along quite fast with this stream, but like I said, I do have like a crunch time. But don't worry, we will have another live where we do a deep dive more into all of the surveillance. All right, let me share this with you. Let's do Chrome. Okay. I don't think she's in distress either. She doesn't seem to be. She doesn't seem to be. Again, it's hard to tell. And I wish we got the full surveillance of her shopping and picking her items. I would love to see that. I don't know, again, where their cameras are located in that store. But again, I'm going based off of what the clerk said. And I think if you were in fear, you would show signs of it. Like you would be shaking possibly when you're putting that chip in. You would be stuttering maybe. I would probably be sweating my ass off, you know. But looking at Google Maps really quick. So this is, let me take that off. So this is going to be where, let's get down there. Let me turn things around. Hold on. I have to look at things a certain way or it drives me nuts. Hold on. Okay, there you go. All right, so where's the McDonald's? Do we have it on camera here? Yeah, it's over there in that section. Okay. All right. So can you guys see my, oh, you guys can see my mouse. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to be where the store is. And then this is where she would exit, makes a right, and then we see her vehicle on camera still going down here, and then somewhere it gets lost during this direction here. There is a McDonald's towards this direction over here, but let's get down to this area. So where's my little dude at? Where are you gonna get me? Let's see where he can get us. Where are you gonna get me, homeboy? I don't want to go way over there. I want to get here. Why are you taking me only there? I think it's still loading. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm refreshing it. Wouldn't be thinking about using a reusable bag instead of the clerk using their bag either. I agree. And I was thinking about that too, Crazy Mama. If you were in fear, are you really going to care about purchasing a reusable bag? No, you're not. That's a very good point. All right, hold on. Let me try this again. Google Earth. How are you guys doing today? What is today? Today's Wednesday, I believe, the 5th. Oh my God, it's still hot here in Arizona, you guys. Hold on, I'm just getting Google Earth again. Miss Ladybug, no, it's okay. She says, I wonder if law enforcement has video footage of inside McDonald's. Sorry, I'm convinced they were there. And I mean, I feel like if their phone puts them there, you best believe they're going to look there because they do have their phones. Don't worry about Carly. It's okay. I got it. Thank you. All right, let's go. I'm pulling up Google Earth right now again. Okay, let's see if it works this time. By the way, I love a Google Earth, but I also like Google Maps. All right. All right, there you go, baby. All right. Let me share my screen really quick. Okay. And let me just turn things around. Okay. Let me take that off the screen. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to get that off the screen before I show it. Okay. So let's go right here, shall we? We're going in. Okay. All right, so here we go. Here's the Family Dollar right here. She was parked somewhere. Let me just do this. Somewhere in this area right here. And then she goes inside right here. Where is next to this? Hold on, I want to see what's around here. Okay, we got a Little Caesars. I would think they would have cameras right here too. Look at this kid. Sorry. Look at this little Superman kid waiting for his ride with his pizza. Sorry, got distracted. I would think there's a camera here too. I don't see anything. It's hard to tell. So she's parked somewhere right here. She then reverses and let me zoom out a little bit. She's somewhere right here. She stops again. Now it won't let me go this way, so we know she does go, makes a left, proceeds to leave right here, but we're gonna have to go this way because stupid Google Earth doesn't let me go that way. You guys buckle up because crazy is driving. Even though I'm going at a slow pace, you guys know I drive crazy. Okay, hold on. Who the fuck is at my door? My daughter's saying hi to somebody. Hold on really quick, you guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. I'm like, who's outside? Okay, so then right here, somewhere right here, can you guys see my mouse? She stops again, and this is when she then, instead of going just straight here, she kind of makes a little right and goes in that direction. And then she proceeds to make another right and makes a right. And then that's where we see her vehicle leaving in that direction over there. I don't want to turn there. I'm trying to see if there's any cameras anywhere. I wonder, can I go this direction? And her vehicle too, the back seats are tinted. So, and you know, the surveillance they got from her based off what we've seen is coming from this area here. Let's go back that direction. So you can see the McDonald's right here. And then we're back to the Family Dollar. Yeah, she was parked somewhere right here in this direction. these parking spaces because she reversed and then she stops right here once again. So 309, she walks out, she gets in her vehicle, she sits in her vehicle for 10 minutes. That's the thing though, you guys, that's why I think she had her phone. What is she doing for 10 minutes with no phone and nobody else in her vehicle? It just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. And then she stays here for a couple of, it looks like a couple of minutes also. And then we see her leave. You guys are funny. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap up this live. I had a crunch time for it, and I think I'm good with time. Let me just move this around. I want to thank you guys for being here with me. I really do appreciate the ones that are always here talking the case. I really do. All my cases, I really do appreciate you guys 100%. I appreciate my mods that are always here. Thank you guys for being here with me. And for this week, just so you guys know, the rest of the week, we will be live again. There's a different case I want to cover this week that's currently going on right now. But I also want to do a theory live with you. So maybe I have to look at my schedule for tomorrow. Maybe we can do that tomorrow, open panel. But it will be around the same time frame because Little Crazy's on, I think it's fall break, but she's on a break all week. So there's no need for me to get up super early and go live. So live streams will be kind of either 10:30, 11 time frame, which I know some of my mods love that time. So again, I want to thank you guys. Hopefully you guys, the timeline was accurate with everything. You know what I just realized? I did forget with the timeline, and I'm just realizing it. The 5 o'clock where an officer sees Gabby's vehicle, I forgot to add that in the timeline. So I need to go back and tweak it. So again, thank you guys for being here with me. All of you guys, give it up for the mods, Valerie, Delana, Scott, Carly. You guys, I appreciate you guys always being here and chatting it up with me. I really do appreciate you guys. And again, to the members, to all my regulars that show up, thank you guys so much. Crazy Mama, everybody that is here talking this case. And until the next one, before you guys go, if you have not already, please like and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye, guys.